Hi everyone, welcome again to another episode of us making dinner. So, thank you so much for joining us. Um, Today, I hope it doesn't take so long, and I hope my phone is not acting up. We fixed the internet. The company just said there was a problem, so I hope I'm not gonna be like in and out of the, yeah, of the thing. So yeah, let's get into cooking. Okay. We survive, we survive, we My phone has started. I am so exhausted with this phone. It's Mark Ball. Hi. Sending us love from Turkey. Hello. Goodness. So like I was saying before, I noticed my phone wasn't even on my side. Like, if anybody has noticed that I'm always using carrots, maybe cauliflower, maybe cucumbers for veggie, it's because like I was raised that every meal has to go with veggie on the side, and so if you have noticed, like I use that a lot, just know it's intentional and it's not like something I'm trying to hide or pretend around it. So back home we have meals and everything goes with veggie on the side. Like basically when you're cooking, you have to know the veggie you're gonna have on the side. So yeah, it's something that I think is healthy, and I never used to understand when people say, my kids don't like veggies, my kids don't like veggies. I have to force them to eat veggies, you know. I like a lot of people I've had say, my kids don't like veggies, and I'm like, how? How? Like, make it make sense to me. But like, I understand that people are raised differently, and we are not all from the same background. Like, maybe we used to eat veggies because it was maybe something we were like, it was readily available for us, and maybe others, it wasn't part of the choice for the family. So I don't really know why a lot of people say their kids don't like veggies and they don't eat veggies. But then again, what happens if that veggies is the only food you have? Like, it's the only, let's say it's the only food your family can actually have, you know? What about them? Will your kids still not have veggies? Would they rather starve than not eat veggies, you know? So yeah, I feel like sometimes it's just a habit. Like, a lot of people, I don't want to say like maybe they go to restaurants a lot, more than often, and they have not like made this you must eat veggie thing in the family, and they're like, my kids eat whatever they want, you know. So I feel like once you haven't like raised your kids to do certain things, even they see that they shouldn't be doing them. So it's just the same way you can teach a child when they're young to be a good person, to maybe listen to people, grown-ups, don't be disrespectful, stuff like that. And it's hard to find such kids being disrespectful, but then there's another kid who's like insulting people, and their parents are just like, yeah, whatever, I mean, he's a child, you know. So I think this goes with the veggie story. If you have not like introduced the veggie thing to your kids at some age, and they haven't seen like this is something that is serious, something that is important, I guess they are not going to be veggie eating kids. So that's my 2 cents on that, I guess. Yeah, but like I said, back home, veggie was a must. Like, I remember the funny stories where we used to tell my mom as kids, we were like, I don't want more veg, I want more beef. And my mom would say, well, if you don't want veg, it's okay, but you still get the same portion of beef that everybody else is getting. So that was really funny story. And every time we'd say that, we just go back and say, can I have the veggie? Can I have the veggie then? Yeah, so it was a way to have us eat healthy and appreciate all the meals, not just the one side that we wanted or the one side that we felt, this is more tasty, so I get to think tasty and not like the other, you know? So it's more of something I think you should introduce to your kids at a very young age. Like just try to have them eat the veggie before they start resenting it, or before they get to a point where they think they can actually like do without the veggie. Like veggie is not good, everything else is good, veggies are not good. No. Also try to make the veggie tasty, you know. Kids like tasty stuff. I'm not saying like add sugar or something, but like just make it tasty. Make it, Google some recipes, cook something nice, add something into it. I don't know, but like for me, I have never been asked twice to eat veggies. It was always, if you don't want veggies, you still get the same portion of beef or chicken or anything else. So you decide. And considering maybe that day you are tired and you're starving, you're like, no, can I just have the normal package? Your mom is like, yeah. So it's like that. Like as a child, you have to go with what your parents have brought for you. Like if they say today people are eating this, that's what is there. You have to respect what has been brought to the table. And I know a lot of people maybe say, oh, that's a slave mentality or a restricted way of living with your kids and stuff like this. But like honestly, the way you raise your kids is the way they're gonna behave. So if they start telling you in front of people, insulting you and stuff like this, it's because they have noticed that every time they do it in private, you don't do anything about it, you know? So veggies are important. Not just to kids, even to grown-ups, they're important. And there's a lot of people who actually don't like veggies. And I also don't get why, but I'm guessing they never liked them either as kids. I guess maybe there's data restriction with other people. I don't really know someone who's allergic to any vegetables, but there's plenty of vegetables out there in the market like you can choose from. And I feel like the more you make it tasty, the more you're gonna love veggies. Like yesterday when I was cooking the veg that I said like was from that we love to eat from Kenya, the kales and the spinach, I cooked it and I added some milk into it, and it's still here. Like the smell of the vegetable was giving me joy. Can you imagine? Smell of veggies giving me joy. I know it's not KFC chicken, but like, yo, I know that is the level of me and veggies are on. Like that's the level me and the veggies are on. So I love my veggies, love my proteins and everything else, but like every meal has to be accompanied by a veggie. I'm thinking like, is there any meal that doesn't require veggies on the side? I don't know. What do you guys think though? Do you think like, were you raised to not care about veggies? Or you're those people that they had to sing to you how important veggies are? Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just telling you stories from a point of less privileged position, you know. And like I said, where I come from, a lot of people who have money are not as healthy as a lot of people who have less, because the people who have less eat veggies and they eat like a lot of it. And I came here and I realized how expensive vegetables actually are here. And that's when I was like, I appreciated it more. I really appreciated it more. Like, carrots and stuff like this cost so much when they're so affordable in my country. But like, yo, again, every meal is important, and like, you eat what you eat, but sometimes you're also what you eat. So once you start eating something and you've noticed that maybe it's not good for you or something, and I know a lot of fast food meals are like addictive, but like, you don't have to eat them every 5 days of the week. You can maybe try starting with 2 days a week or 3 days a week, and then like keep reducing to home cooked meal. But then again, I have had a lot of people say how expensive it is and how cheap it is to buy like fast food. It is cheaper to buy fast food than to cook like home cooked meals. And I know like we are not all from the same backgrounds, and it's a different story for different regions. But like, if you can, please eat the veggies. Because there was also a time when I was seeing somebody posted something on social media. I think it was one of those YouTube shorts, and this guy was like, the neighbor left him with their child, and the child was like, can you cook for us? Are you gonna cook for us? And the neighbor was like, sure, what do you want me to cook? He was like, a meal. And like the guy was confused, and then apparently they have been eating pizzas every day of the week. The parent has been buying pizza for these kids every day of the week, and the kid was like really craving food. And this guy took him to the supermarket, and I think he saw vegetables, and he said, why are they cold? And he told them like, that's how veggies are, they are always cold. And then it's like he's never seen this veggie. Might have been exaggerated, but like, in reality, when the neighbor came back, the person whom this guy was babysitting for came back, he tried to he tried to tell her like, yo, try and cook for your kids. And obviously she got pissed, but like, the kid had already exposed how many times they eat pizza for dinner, for lunch, like literally every day. You know, there are kids who want to have healthy meals. There are kids who would appreciate freshly cooked veggies, and there are kids who don't like veggies. So I guess it depends with everyone, and from where somebody else is, or who is cooking, who is the chef, you know. Yeah, but I am not like against people going to eat in restaurants. It's not bad. Yeah, but like, there are kids who want that, and I don't think they want that every day. And I'm not like being an advocate for the kids. Sorry guys. I'm just saying, and this all started with me talking about blabbering about the veggies. So yeah, like, if you teach your kids to love veggies from a young age, they're gonna love them. My sister's kids used to love veggies. We would call him vegetarian because he was young, and every time we gave him beef, he was like, no, I want the veggies. And we would call him vegetarian because we would end up eating his beef and all that, and the chicken and stuff like that. And he was always like, like when he was given the veggies, he was so excited. Yeah, so then I got shocked, like when people say, my kids don't like veggies, my kids don't, I don't know. I don't understand, but yeah, we will find out. I guess kids are different. Yeah, we will find out. So all in all, guys, eat your vegetables, please. Eat your vegetables, okay? It's not as bad as people make it seem. The veggies are not bad. They're good for your health. Yeah, so my yesterday's veggie is still sitting here on the pot. I added some milk from yesterday. I'm gonna add more milk today and then warm it again. So constantly we're gonna go like that every single day until it's like softened up completely. So it becomes very tasty because now the milk is part of the bodies of the veggies, and it's just something that I don't know how to explain, but it literally becomes the juice on the veggies. So the the veggies suck in the milk, and now instead of water they have milk, and the cream of the milk is in the veg. Any African person I think would understand how these aged veggies work, but I'm just trying to explain in a way that everybody else can understand as well, because I know not all African people age their veggies. So yeah, anyway, let's get on to our cooking. I hope my phone doesn't heat up again and go off. That's what happened the first time, and it's annoying. It's trying to annoy me. So I had some carrots. Did I take it out? Okay, so I'm just gonna wash like 2. I don't want it to be too much today. Yeah, so in Africa sometimes you would eat the veggies, the carbs, and sometimes we would eat them plainly. Yeah, I remember there's a certain type of veg that I love eating, just boiled, like plainly boiled. I love eating the veggie plainly boiled, and it's because my grandma used to make it so much, and I got addicted to this aroma that it makes when it's cooking, and like every time somebody is cooking it, I will be like, oh my God, like it's giving me that, what do I call it? It brings back the memory of how it first tasted when I actually tasted it, when she used to cook it, you know? So some things you get used to, some things you resent. Like anybody who knows me from my family knows I hate cassavas and sweet potatoes, and basically all the arrows. So these foods, they give me heartburn and bad memories. I ate them so much as a child. Every time somebody says eat, they're healthy, I tell them, well, I ate them so much in my childhood. You eat them, because they already made whatever. If the nutrients I was getting from them did not come in at that time, then too bad, because I've eaten too much of it and I don't need any more. Okay. So like always, we're going to steam the veggie. Yeah. We're going to steam this veg because I need to use that pot for something else. And also nobody has been able to guess like what we are making for dinner, so I guess I'll just go ahead and make it myself. Okay, so our veg is done here. We're keeping the coriander. We can keep this. I'm leaving the coriander because I need it for other meals. I'm taking the rest to the fridge. It needs to stay there. Hi, somebody said hi from North Carolina. Hi. I don't know if that's your real name, but I can't read it. Okay, I can't read that out loud. So, hello, welcome. We are trying to cook dinner. We are doing this every single day, so please hit the subscribe button so you can see what's for dinner every day. Maybe we can give you an idea of what you'd like to make for dinner at home, you know. yeah, by following and watching our channel. So yeah, you might have a good reason after all to be here. Yeah, so just see the subscribe button. I'm really trying to grow the channel. Yeah, also for everybody who is like wondering like why is she cooking and why are we here, you know, I am a food enthusiast and it's been my lifelong dream. It was and it still is my lifelong dream to become a chef. I mean, now I don't think about being a chef so much because I'm like, no. Because basically one thing about being a chef is you don't have a social life. I have worked in hospitality industry, I know. There's literally no social life. You don't get to spend as much time with your family as you'd like to. So if you are maybe interested in joining the hospitality industry, that is just something you should know. I'm not trying to be negative about it or anything. I'm just saying that, well, be prepared for less sleep and work, more work, less sleep, and no time with your family. So yeah, literally messes up your social life. You don't have a social life because when people are hanging out with their friends, you're either sleeping or running a busy shift. So especially the weekends, I remember the manager used to say, try not to get sick on Friday. Try. Yeah, try not to get sick on Friday. Like you can just choose, I'm gonna be sick tomorrow. No, 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 tomorrow is Friday. I can't be sick. Yeah, so that was that. So basically now I'm not really interested into becoming a chef. So I feel like it's good that the universe made me think about this channel and do something like this for me. It's more like living out my dream without going through the whole process of it all. So I get to cook. I love cooking. It's literally something I'm passionate about. So yeah, it's one of the things that a lot of people know about me. I am a foodie, so I love cook. I love to cook. I love dancing. I love music, and I also love fitness. Yeah, yep. So every single day I do live streams for fitness, and in the evenings I do live streams for cooking. So if you've been here long, you already know that. Yeah, but like for people who don't know, I do this live stream cooking every day for dinner. Yeah, I don't do them for lunch or breakfast or anything, but I do them for dinner. Yeah, so welcome to the channel, welcome to the family, and let's do this. Keep me company. Tell me what you guys are having for dinner. What are you guys cooking? Who is cooking while you're here? Who is cooking? And what time is it where you are? Guys, keep me engaged. Yeah, also I'm a yapper. I can talk. Like, I can talk. I can talk even to rocks and cats and dogs. It's crazy, but yeah. Yeah, everybody that knows me knows that I'm a talkative, extrovert kind of person. So yes, and by the way, if you've ever thought in your life for a second, or I don't even care if it's for a second, or for a minute, or for whatever, that why is she so quiet? You're the problem. You are the problem. Because either you're making me uncomfortable around you, not to want to yap with you, or you are just somebody I don't trust enough to do that around. So if you've ever thought about me and said, she's a quiet person, like when I saw her she was quiet. No, I have news for you. You are the problem. You are the problem then, and you still are the problem now. Yeah, you are the problem then and now, like. So basically, I do talk a lot. A lot. Sorry. A lot. I talk a lot. Yes. So if ever you met me anywhere and said, oh, Sharon is so quiet. No, No. Uh-uh. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. No, 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 no. It's you. You're the problem. I think for a lot of people who also talk, they can relate to this. Yeah, so I'm not the problem. I'm not the reason I'm not talking next to you. You are the problem. You are the reason I don't talk next to you. You know, I'm a very social person. Like, if you approach me and you talk to me, I am one of those people who won't like roll my eyes or like snub you or like chew at you when you leave. But I'm not those people. So if you're polite and you approach me and you talk to me, I will talk to you. Like, even people who have watched my lives at the gym, there's these people who come and approach me and they talk to me, and I literally talk to them. I don't know them, but like, because they are polite and they have approached me and they maybe just want to say a few words, I don't tell them, get out of here, I'm busy, no. I say, hi, how are you? I introduce myself, I ask them their names, stuff like that, yeah. Also, it depends with like what they have come to discuss with me. It's not like, are you using this way tie? No. Like, if they ask, are you using this way, I just say no. Like, if I was using it, I say no. If I'm not, if I am, then I say yes. But like, it's not like I introduce myself to everybody who says hello to me. No, that's psycho behavior, but yeah. So, that's it. Let's cut into the next step. Holy crap. I was supposed to warm something. So, this is what yapping the problem. So, since nobody has guessed what we're making for dinner, we are making pasta with beef and a side of veggies. Yes, guys, pasta, beef, a side of veggies. If you are thinking of maybe something to cook for dinner, you can try that for today. Pasta, beef, and a side of veggies. If you have minced meat, it's okay, but I'm making like the chunky beef, like the beef stew. So yeah, that's what we're doing for dinner, and this needs to go back. It is really saddening. Like, I wouldn't be mad. Yeah, I mean, a few of them are turning yellow, but I'm not upset. So from my yesterday's veggie, I am our water is almost ready, by the way, for this veg. So from my yesterday veggie, this is how it looks like after being boiled with the milk and staying heated for a while. Yeah, this is how it looks like. So today I'm just gonna add more milk and then warm it again. Hi, sir. Hello. Okay, so we're just gonna add some milk and keep warming every day. This is very normal all across Africa because remember we used to cook with cow milk, the cream from the cow's milk. Yeah, I think that's what makes butter, I guess. I think so. So we used to cook with that and animal fat, that too. So it's not something new, not a new concept to me. So our water for the veggie is ready. Let's just dip it in there and take it out again. So that. Also, I'm not thinking of dipping the cucumbers because they're doing just fine on their own. They don't take long on the pot to cook. But also since I'm steaming and I don't want for the others to take longer, I think I'm gonna pass them as well. Babe? Babe? The door, that door, you closed it?
Which door?
The one you come from. Not the main one, the bedroom one. Thank you. Thank you, sir. It's a vibe, it's a vibe, it's a vibe. Yeah, so that is done. I'm gonna dip in the cucumbers really fast. They don't take long, but since if I don't steam them, they're going to interfere with the broccoli and the carrots. They might cause them to take longer, so I just need to pass them through as well. Oh no, I didn't have to do it. She's like, fully because you didn't this is bigger than mine. Okay, so they look great now. After they steaming, I also love them because they're not those kind that just cooks like for 2 seconds and they turn a different color. They really maintain this green color for a while. It's one of the reasons that I really, really love them. Ooh. Okie dokie. So we have 2 of these and they're gonna be like one cooked together. Thank you, forbidden. The forbidden fruit. Okay, so like I said, I've always been doing the veggies like prior to cooking the main course, but I've realized that every time I do that, they tend to like lose their crunchiness and not remain as green as I want them to be like this. So I have changed my mind and now I only cook them like in the final round of cooking. So now I'm gonna put the pasta to a boil. Yep. Let's pour in some water. Water. Depends on if you're a teacher of English. Okay. I don't even know why I'm measuring this, but I know it by heart. Like I know it's supposed to pan around. Oopsie. Yeah. That's enough. pasta is like rice. How I cook them the way I cook rice. So I'm gonna put in my salt. Yeah. And I am going to add a little bit of cumin, because why not? Right? Just a small portion, like a pinch portion. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stir it up so I know how the salt tastes in advance before the food comes out cooked and tasty. This is what I use to just mix it up faster. Yeah, like you have to be careful though. And I know before anyone comes for me and say that is not how that is supposed to be used. I know. Okay, but it helps me because it stirs up the salt and mixes it faster, and that means I get to know how it tastes before I start cooking. Like I can add the salt, or I can add more water if it's too salty. So I mix it up faster, guys. Yeah, the next thing I'm gonna add is oil. Basically how I cook rice. Yeah. Not too much. Yeah, and the next thing is, so with pasta, I like to wait for the water to warm just a little bit. I'm like really worried about this water. It doesn't seem like enough. Wait, before I add the water, let me ask who's having lunch tomorrow. Babe? Yeah? Are you here for lunch tomorrow? What? Are you here for lunch tomorrow? No. Oh. Really? Yeah, I can go tomorrow. Oh. Can I talk to your manager? Well, the girl that were yesterday in the gym, or the day ago. I think these two. Yeah, this one. They walk like this. Yeah, so it's only me for lunch tomorrow, so I don't need to make too much pasta. Okay? I'm gonna make just so the water is okay. I don't need to make more because our beloved teddy bear is not gonna be there. Okay, so the next thing I'm supposed to cook is obviously the beef, but we need something to get out of my way or I'm gonna lose my share. Yeah, so while I wait for this pasta water to come to a boil, let me just rinse. Yes, so our pasta water, I started giving those bubbles. Like I said, I don't need it to boil. I just need to have enough bubbles to add. Yeah, so let's do this. Whoopsie. Whoopsie, man, whoopsie. Okay. No. clean it. Why we clean it? Why? Mm. Yeah, so I always break mine into half like that, especially if my pot is not as big. So don't judge me. Don't judge me. So yeah, after that I have to turn it slowly so it doesn't stick before it cooks, like it doesn't lump up together. So I'm just going like passing through it until it softens enough to stay on its own. Yeah, I don't know if anybody does this, but this is me. This is what I do. Yeah. I feel like it's really hot today. I don't know what. Is it me? Am I the problem? Yeah.
They definitely saw that you are on live.
Right?
They made,
Really?
yeah,
So they were like trying to be on my life.
yeah.
Because the way they kept asking this guy, and this guy was like, I don't know, I think he was telling them that I was recording or something, and then they just came around. They were like trying to go at these corners and like trying to be seen, but I don't know. Yeah, they did that when I was not there, right? They did the
Yeah.
blow kisses.
The one with the blow, she did it like.
She was definitely looking for a partner. I see it in her. Yeah, I really do. But it's funny how they like I don't know why they were asking and then reacting like that. Because I actually thought they were asking that they were not comfortable. Hands out. Everybody wants to be seen. I know now they won't get away from me when I'm recording. They will be constantly on my case. It's like she was literally waiting for a perfect moment to do it. She's like, hi. She's like to the audience watching, hi. Oh my god. I actually thought they were like asking because they felt uncomfortable, but the way they kept passing around whatever I was doing, it was like, okay, I see you, but like, why? Why are you here?
I think you should collaborate with them.
No.
They might be influenced.
They don't do anything. At the gym, they don't do anything. They are mostly just taking pictures and walking around. And I'm not like judging them or anything, but like, what will a collabo do for that? Plus, they're very comfortable waving, but they've never approached me to say hi. They're very comfortable waving, but they've never approached me to say hi. Even today, they didn't do it.
Well, maybe they're not comfortable with English, or I don't know.
Okay, probably.
Or they're not sure what language do you speak.
Oh, really? Do I speak Africa? Somebody said, did you see somebody who said today that you say you're from Kenya, but you say you speak English, but I hear Kenyan.
Yeah.
What are you saying? I was like, what are you saying? What language is Kenyan? Like what? But these two girls know I speak English, so they shouldn't lie. Yes. I hope today it doesn't take longer to cook. Like, my phone already started acting up on the first round, and I don't want to be here long. Jonathan Lozada. Hi, Jonathan. I am from Nairobi, Kenya. Where are you from? Where are you watching us from, Jonathan? So now that this beef is clearly not going to take a lot of time, I have to turn off the heat on the pan for the beef, and like they have to cook alongside so that the meal cooks at the same time.
You see that they are also filming each other.
Yeah, and she was holding the camera in a very wrong position. She was like slanting it. The minute someone starts recording and they're slanting the camera, I automatically am like, no. Yeah, I think they probably thought it was like a TikTok live. I think mostly that's what they thought, that it was a TikTok live.
Yeah, probably.
Because they saw the comments going up, the people sending like hearts. They probably thought it was TikTok. Yeah, they probably maybe think they can search it tonight and find it on TikTok. Yeah, they should just ask me what's the name of the channel. Oh my god. I'm done with the beef, and I'm just gonna turn the heat on for that, and we can start with the beefy. Okay. In the meantime, while my pot heats up, I'm going to be raising a few plates that I have been using while I cook. So basically this is how I also reduce the used stuff. While I'm done with them, I clean them as I go. So today I was doing leg day at the gym. My legs are busted, they're exhausted. They're finished. They are finitoed. Okay, so I'm just having that heat up. And while I do that, because it's for the beef, I'm gonna rinse the few plates like I said. Yeah. Anything that is done with, and that's why I chop my tomatoes and my onions ready. because once I start rinsing, I go away with the knives and everything. I basically just leave the pots that are cooking because I can't turn the food and wash them. Yeah, otherwise I would have washed them. I would wash even the stove itself. Yeah. So I know tomorrow I'm going to wake up with like sore thighs because of the leg day today at the gym. You guys should go out, should go and check that out, by the way. Yeah, today I was doing leg day. Let's check on this baby over here. I already washed the fork. Lord, my Lord. And Sunday we're doing another attempt at moussaka. So I hope this time round I don't butcher the food and it goes as planned. I was like, oh, Ernest, okay. Where am I from? I've already answered that. Ernest says he would love to be my man. Sorry, Ernest, already gone, taken off the market. Thanks though. But I'm sure your soulmate is among the comment section, so try engaging with these people. They would love to cook for you and be obeying. So the sharp knife is very sharp and very huge. I try to rinse it off every time I'm done with it before it gets to anyone or hurts anyone, because man, it's very risky. Yeah. Tagliatelle. I think it was called tagliatelle. I think this is the pasta we're making. This heats up so bad, the handle gets so hot, and that's why I chose it for the beef, because it retains a lot of heat. Yeah. Yeah, so like I've mentioned numerous times, before coming here, I have never cooked my beef directly on the hot pan in oil, because our beef has to be boiled first. It's very, very hard. Like, I know there's a lot of people who eat medium rare and stuff like that, but like, we eat well done beef. We literally eat well done beef. Like, we boil it as Africans, I don't think a lot of us like medium rare anything. We don't like to see blood in food. We're not comfortable with that. So yeah. Um, I'm done. Oh, the smell is nice. It's just, I wish you were here. It's all over the kitchen. You can eat the smell, the aroma. It's everywhere. It's like slapping me left, right, left, right. Our tagliatelle is almost done. I'm just waiting for it to dry up. The meat is also, it's giving, guys, it's giving. Also, please keep the comments respectful. Please, like, we are trying to have a good time. We are trying to make nice meals, create nice content. We don't want to have these comments that maybe might have YouTube cancel the whole comment section or something. Like, just try and be respectful and like be kind. Yeah, I see a lot of people are like using emojis because they can't speak about it. Okay, thank you for that. And the sound of the food cooking, it's therapy. I know, I'm in love with this. I'm in love with cooking, like I said. I am a food enthusiast, and this is something that makes me really happy to actually do. I really enjoy doing these sessions. And like, I wish a lot of you would really get to that point where I actually, the love I have for food, it's like, yeah, I don't think I can measure that. I don't think there's a measurement for that. Yeah. So the beef is turning brown, so I'm starting to turn them, to flip them over, so that the other parts can also get cooked. Yeah, this day if you say cooked, you mean everything different. So yeah, I'm just turning them so that the other sides can also turn as well, because I don't want them to overcook on one side and not have the brown on the other side. Yes. Yeah, it's actually yummy. I know, like the smell of food. I feel like a drunk person when I'm talking about food. It's crazy. But like honestly, you should be in this neighborhood. You would smell the food from across the road. It's just wow. Yeah, guys. So while you're here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that YouTube can keep pushing my content. Yeah, and so I can keep making lots and lots of this video because I need to understand which videos are doing well and which aren't, so I know what to focus on. But as of now, I do live stream content for fitness every day at the gym. I rest on Saturday, and by Saturday I mean I don't go to the gym, but I do live dance fitness at home. So if you'd like to see that, it's always a good time, yeah. Every other day, and in the evening, yes, in the evening I do the live cooking thing, yeah. So apart from that, there's the in-between, but like the in-between is not as consistent as this. So yeah, I haven't really done shorts in a while because I'm trying to hit the milestone target by YouTube. I'm trying to hit the milestone target by YouTube for monetization. So I haven't really focused on shorts lately, but after I do that, I will get back to shorts and everything else and all that. Yeah, I mean the cooking, the fitness, swimming will always be there, the dancing will always be there, but that is something that is consistent. The in-between is what I don't know what I'm gonna do with, but it's always open. Like I can show you around, show you which part of the country we're gonna visit sometimes. Maybe sometimes if we decide to cross the border and go to Greece. Yeah, maybe I can show you that. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hi, Linda. Yes, you should come for cooking classes. Yeah, here we're just cooking every single day. Or you can come and eat. It's also good. Yeah. Thank you so much, Linda. Guys, that is my friend Linda from Kenya. She's watching from Nairobi. Much love, girl. Yeah, so guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're really trying to grow this channel. We are dedicated to this channel. Like, I am really putting a lot of work into it, and I don't want it to let me down. Alright, let's have it actually cooked. Completely forgot about our target now. So I'm just going to switch it up to this other side. It's not as hot. It's veggie. And then the other side so this one can cool off. You're telling me this. You're telling me that. You say, well, don't you be ready? You never go back. But there is a question that I want to ask. Yeah, so our beef are turned on both sides. They are turned brown on both sides. I wish I could show you, but like this handle is hot. It's a hot mess. So I'm gonna add in the tomatoes, and then all these other things are gonna follow. Also, I don't think we have a lot of viewers from Bulgaria, but I checked the analytics and it's a small percentage of people from Bulgaria that are watching, and like that's okay. But like if you're from Bulgaria, please say hi. Even if you're from Bulgaria and you live in a different country, just say hello. We'd like to hear from you. Yeah, so our knife, the chef's knife, it goes back to the sink. The onions have turned brown. Yeah, looks very lovely. Yeah, so I'm gonna add in this red bell peppers. Oh yeah, and I think you remember last time I said something about oyster sauce being the best sauce for beef. I wasn't lying. So we went and we looked for it, and we did find it. So today we're going to use oyster sauce. Yeah, oyster sauce and a bit of hot and sweet sauce. Yeah, it's like tasty with beef. I think somebody should experience with it. Yeah. It's also so I have three sauces. I'm gonna put some teriyaki sauce, some oyster sauce, and some hot and sweet sauce. So you already know the beef is gonna be fire. If you didn't know, I hope you know it's gonna be fire. While I'm cooking, I love to check on my meals because sometimes I find out that they're sticking. Yeah. So this is doing wonderful. So, yeah, so our beef is ready for the tomatoes. This is literally how we make our meals in Kenya. I don't know if it's universal, but yeah, this is basically what we do. We do tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, some spices, some sauces if you have, but basically this is like grounds. These are the fundamentals of like making it. Yeah, so like I said, I always add salt to make my tomatoes melt faster. Okay? I'm going to start adding that paper. I turned my hot and sweet sauce upside down because it was running out and I didn't want to waste it. So I have another one, but I didn't want to waste this. So I'm going to add oyster sauce, teriyaki sauce, and hot and sweet sauce. Yes, into the same beef, yes. Yeah, the salt is fine. And I'm going to add the black pepper because I like my food spicy. And I just did a little bit of black pepper, not too much. Yeah. So this hot and sweet chili, pepper. It gives it that honey-like taste, but with like chili in it. So that's the taste you're bringing to the table. And then I'm gonna add a bit of teriyaki. If there is a question that you wanna ask, my lord, I wonder. This thing is trying to fight me. Oh my god, that's a big job. Yeah, so the hot and sweet sauce is already doing its thing. I'm gonna do a bit of this teriyaki, because I don't want like a lot of it. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do the oyster. So teriyaki is basically gonna give me that salty taste to the food. Yeah. The oyster is gonna do another wonder of the world. This one. Oh my lord. Also, the oyster sauce is very thick, so it also thickens the stew, so you don't have to put like a lot of it, just a small bit, and it does the trick. So the beef ends up looking like honey glazed, but like with a thick sauce, like with a thick stew, thick pasty stew. Yeah, and that's what I like. I don't like runny soup or runny stew. Yeah, now after I remove it is when I'm gonna add this, and I want to preserve some of this for the veggies as well, but a lot of it is gonna go for, yeah, this. So I guess I should show you how it looks at that stage before I cover it all up. But all in all, this is done. Now we move on to the veggie. The food is actually done. I'm going to show you how it looks on camera. And it looks yummy. Yeah, that's how it looks like. Oh my god, guys, it's really giving. Yeah, you see how nice it looks? It looks glazed. It looks like the paste is thick, it's steady. Yeah. So I'm gonna place it up here, because if I cover it, the coriander is going to turn, like it's gonna turn from that green color to a brownish color, and I don't want that. So if I don't cover it, it's fine. It's just gonna sit there. We're gonna do a quick pan frying of the veggie, and then we are ready to serve. Okie almost there. So the sauces that I use were teriyaki, oyster sauce, and hot and sweet sauce, which has chili. I feel like it also has honey, so it's chili, ketchup, and honey. Those three sauces make up the hot and sweet. Yeah, I think our veg pan is ready. Let's heat it up. I'm just going to dump in the onions, because I don't use tomatoes for veggies, but a lot of people do that in Kenya, but not me. I always felt like it's a waste of tomatoes, especially sometimes when tomatoes were very expensive. I felt like, why would you use it twice? Why would you put it on the veg and put it on the stew? you know. So to me, it was always saving. Smells really good in here. I wish you knew. Anyway, I'm going to sieve this just to separate the maybe remaining water that was from the bottom. And then I'm just going to dump all of it in here. Yeah. This pan is a handle that you can remove it to bath. Yeah. That's it. Yep. You're doing wonderful for yourself. Yeah, and because it was already steamed, I'm just going to add some salt. I don't want it sitting up there for long. I don't want it to turn brownish. I want it to remain green. That's literally the reason I'm cooking it last. I want it to stay as green as it is. And then I'm just going to add the crunchy black pepper one that I'm grinding. And it's also not as spicy as the one I came from Kenya with. So this is the one. Just lightly. Because we already have like mix of spices in every meal. Yep. You're doing a good job, Kylie. Yes. You're doing a good job, whatever you are. Also guys, I'm almost having the meal, so don't go away, stay there, and just, you've come this far, just watch out for the final presentation of the meal. The thing about being a food enthusiast, I not only care about how the food is cooked, I care about how it's presented, and how somebody whom I serve or I give the food to ends up eating it, including myself. So I hope like even when you're serving at home, you care about the food enough to like portion it properly and make it presentable while you're serving it, even for yourself. You know, I'm not those people who eat like mixing up food all together. Yeah, and I said this yesterday, it's like a barista giving you coffee with art on top, and then you, what? Do you not care? Yeah, so I think our veggie is ready because I already steamed it, remember? I'm just going to taste one bit of it. If the salt is in there, then I can remove it and we can move on. The salt is in there, it is cooked, but the salt is a bit farther, so I'm just gonna add it. Remember, if one stew is already spicy and a lot of flavor, you don't have to put too much salt. Yeah, it's fine. So, like I said, I'm gonna add this coriander on top of it. This is just going to give it the aroma. Simply gonna give it the aroma. Yeah, so look how that's lovely it looks like. Oh no, I hope it doesn't fall. Yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah, green, that's exactly what I was looking for. So we're done with cooking. I'm gonna serve and show you how it looks on the plate. Hope you're excited like I am. Okay. Let's get this up to speed. Sure. Fast. I'm gonna jump into this. Mm. So, I don't want to put too much pasta because, yeah, and then I'm going to take a bit of this colorful veggie and add it on the side. This right here. Yeah, also like having veggies on your plate is it's another colorful way to to trick your brain into having tasty meals. Like the brain doesn't know the food tastes bad. The brain doesn't know you don't like veggies, but like you make it presentable, make it nice. The brain might actually say, okay, fine, I'm gonna eat, fine, you know. So, ooh, here comes our tasty. Guys, it's giving something, it's giving a lot of things. You ever made food so nice, you ask yourself, who are you? Who are you, sir? Who are you? Where did you come from? You know? Yeah, so now, my meal is done. This is our final presentation. We have our beef here, which has been added some hot and sweet sauce. There's oyster sauce in this, and there's also teriyaki sauce. So it really has that pasty thickness to it. And then we have our tagliatelle over here, the pasta, and then we have our freshly made veggies. Babe, doesn't it look nice? I mean, like, just look at that. Look at how beautiful that looks like. Oh my God. Every day I realize I'm in love with food so much. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, like, anyway, thank you so much guys for keeping me company. I'm making these live cooking videos every evening, and I hope you can always join me and watch them. If you are maybe wondering what you're gonna make for dinner, here's an idea. You can try it at home, you can try it with your family. Just, you might fall in love with food, who knows. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. For those that have subscribed, thank you so much. For those that haven't, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, and I love you. Like I said, every single day I do live stream for fitness at the gym. The only day that I rest from the gym is on Saturday, and on that Saturday I do live dance fitness. So it's not about how perfect I dance, how bad I dance. It's about fitness. I sweat and my body thanks me, so that's all. So every other day, every evening, I do live cooking. So thank you for being my guest today. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye. Love you.